All right. Hey, can somebody, hey, Hebrew, can you go to the channel and make sure you can hear us on the YouTube? Make sure we coming through clear on YouTube. All right, so we back up on YouTube. We're gonna get the people a second to get readjusted on the live stream. Make sure we can be heard and all that good stuff. I need to say something so you can hear it. All right, mic check, mic check, mic check. There we go. We good.
Sounds good on that.
Sound good, yes sir. All right. So we was just at what proverb? You want to get set back up first, Hebrew? Over here, what?
I'm good. You go ahead.
Okay. All right. So we was just in Proverbs 19. We read verse 20. Now we are in what, Sirach 6?
Yep.
Sirach 6. We're gonna read one verse here, y'all. Verse 18. Sirach 6 and verse 18.
Sirach 6 and verse 18.
Yeah.
My son, gather instruction for thy youth up.
See, this is what we just read in Proverbs 19 and 20. From thy youth up,
so shalt thou find wisdom till thy old age.
You see that? Then you will find wisdom in your old age. Right? You will know how to fight lust. You will know how to fight any type of temptation that comes over you if you apply yourself while you're young. All right, let's get it. Let's go to the next place. Let's go to let's do 2 Timothy. 2 Timothy chapter 2.
2 Timothy chapter 2.
2 Timothy chapter 2. I'm gonna read one verse right here. Second Timothy chapter 2. Let's read verse 22.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 22.
Yeah.
Flee also youthful lust.
What kind of lust?
Youthful lust.
Walk towards youthful lust. That's it. Flee. That means run away quickly. Right? Youthful lust, right? Like I said earlier, it's a few temptations that's very prominent in a young man's life that you constantly find yourself banging with. That's what, sexual pleasure, the lust for greed and money, and power. You know what I'm saying? All that. He said, flee those right there. Flee those. All right. Let's go back to the Apocrypha.
Finish reading that?
Yeah, my bad. Finish reading that.
Let's start over.
Yeah.
Flee also youthful lust.
Yeah.
But follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace, with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart.
You see that? He said, but follow after righteousness, faith, charity, peace, and with them that call on the Lord of a pure heart. So, all right, let's read verse 23.
23.
Yeah.
But foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strife.
See that? Your priorities again. Your priorities again as a youth. Flee youthful lust and avoid stupid conversation, vain conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why you and your partner's wasting all their energy talking about which female got the biggest rear end. You can be in these scriptures getting sharp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or you can be fasting, getting more revelation, getting stronger in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to work some miracles around here. Where you think that power come from turning your plate over, feeding that spiritual man?
Right.
Starving that flesh. I mean, are you really serious about this as a young man, or are you still drawn away by women, by money, by power, by greed, by whatever we drawn away with? You know what I'm saying? I was a fool for the woman.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we got to come up out of that. That's weak. I'm just being real. That is weak.
That's right.
That's weak. All right, let's get it. Let's go to the next spot. Sirach 25. And we finna touch on that now. You can't keep leaning on, well, I got weak. You can't keep leaning on that. Because being Sarada, brother who wrote this book, about to let you know, like, it's a couple of type of people that I really can't stand, and I'm very offended at their life. And one of them is gonna be an older man who could not control his lust while he was young.
Come on now.
Right? He gonna call him an old adulterer that doted. Right? We finna read that. We in Sirach 25, Hebrew verses 1 through 3.
1 through 3.
Yes, sir. Sirach 25, 1 through 3.
In three things I was beautified,
Yeah.
and stood upon beautiful both before God and man, in unity of brethren,
Yeah.
the love of neighbors,
Mhm.
a man and a wife that agreed together.
You see that he says three things that I thought was beautiful, and they are. He said they beautiful in the eyes of man and the Most High. He said the unity of brethren, the love of neighbors, and a man and a wife that agree together.
Come on, bro.
He said those things are beautiful in the eyes of men and the Most High. Go ahead.
Verse 2.
Yeah.
Three sorts of men my soul hates.
He said, now these three type of men my soul hates. I can't stand these three type of men right here. Go ahead.
And I am greatly offended at their life.
And their lifestyle disgusts me. Their lifestyle disgusts me. All right, go ahead.
A poor man that is proud.
Ooh.
A rich man that is a liar.
A rich man that is a liar.
And an old adulterer that doted.
Ooh, an old adulterer that doted. Right? What it mean that doted? That mean like you shamelessly want to be seen by other women.
Right.
Shamelessly want the attention of other women. And you got a wife. Matter of fact, it says adulterer, so another man's wife.
Mm-hmm.
You crave the attention for other men's wives to notice you, even though you married. He said, I can't stand men like this. You know what I'm saying? The scripture tell you, look, you won't despise a thief when they call breaking in.
Brother. That's right.
Because they stealing, at least they stealing out of necessity. A Negro that's an adulterer, Negro, you don't need that man's wife. You got your own. Especially if you a cat out here with more than one wife, you really off. Like the Most High done gave you the option to lawfully have more than one wife, and you gonna go take another man's wife. That's why I see why the Most High so cutthroat about adultery. There's no excuse for it. No excuse. Yeah.
You already got one. You want somebody else.
Right. You already got your wife. Matter of fact, the scripture tell you if you burning with lust, married.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They was supposed to have quenched that lust that you had in you. But here you go, still doting.
Like Dave.
Still doting. Baby, I'm finna go to the grocery store. You go to the grocery store, you looking at all the women. Like, dang, what's taking him so long? He just sitting to go get some bread.
He hitting all the aisles, ain't
Yeah, he on all them aisles. What's up, baby? You want me to get that for you, baby? That's too high for you. What's up, sis? What's up, little sister?
I just seen a scene from Norfolk. Remember before they got married and all those wives came in?
Yeah. Then look, all our music that we like to listen to as young people encourages so much sexual immorality, y'all. Like, and then we be wondering why we can't shake certain spirits. But then you wake up in the morning, the first thing you put on is, ain't nobody freak like me. Right. They didn't be like, bro. Then you wonder why you can't get this lust demon up off you. Look what you listening to all the time. Every commercial, every movie is a sex scene in it.
Philosophy of the world, 6 8.
Yeah, that's it, Hebrew.
So your mind is constantly being corrupt.
Yep.
You go to bed, the same stuff is going on in your mind. You wake up, the same stuff going on
in your mind.
Repetitious, you know what I'm saying?
Especially in those kid cartoons, because
man.
looking at.
They really put it in the kids' cartoons. All the Disney cartoons.
That's why I done stopped
They be
watching TV.
they be secretly blending in what's the word I'm looking for? I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Sexual reproductive body parts in these Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
If you look real close, you can see, you be like, dang, that's a straight up right there. And then you wonder why kids grow up and have all these porn addictions. It's because they've subconsciously seeing this stuff. Yeah. And it's playing on their mind, and we as parents don't even know it. Like, that's why our prayers as parents is so important, because The only friend that I had up at TSU got killed. And it was crazy how that happened. He was in my room that week, that Thursday, and was like, man, bro, you need to come chill with us. We're going to be on the West End this week. That's where the rich folks stay in Nashville, where Vanderbilt College is and all that. So they were like, bro, we're going to be at the West End and all that. And I was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I might slide out there. But I had ended up going home that weekend, right? So the day I was finna go back, it was a Sunday. They called me, man, bro, Murray got killed at the cookout.
Wow.
I said, wow. And I was just thinking, like, I was thinking about that earlier this week. Like, my mama always praying over me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that showed me how important our prayers as parents is over our children. Because what if I didn't have a mama that prayed? Or a father that didn't pray? You know what I'm saying? I could have been with him that weekend because the dude that was with him got shot. He didn't die, but he got shot. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And man, that kind of hunts me to this day. Like, dang, I was straight supposed to have been with bro that night. But I came down here with my family. All praises for that, man. Go ahead. What was we at on that?
We are verse 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
If thou hast gathered nothing in thy youth, how canst thou find anything in thy age?
How can you find anything in your age if you didn't take heed to this thing while you was young? If all you did was play Xbox every day and talk back to mama and, was just hard-headed. You ain't gathered nothing in your youth. So you're going to be an old fool. With nothing. Sirach 27. Sirach 27. We're going to get one verse here. If you young with a wife and kids, take heed to this verse. Because I know some brothers that's in this truth that done committed adultery and all this, and boy, are they paying for it right now.
Yes, sir.
Just it ain't even committing adultery. If you just going off, period. Like the Most High hit you and everybody in your house for that.
Yep.
Sirach 27. Let's read verse 3. Let's do verse 3. Yeah, that's what I want.
Sirach 27, verse 3.
Yeah.
Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown.
You see that? Your house soon gonna be overthrown. So you see the type of responsibility that's on us as men. Ray said your whole house gonna be overthrown.
Teach you, brother.
You out here doing something you're not supposed to do and wondering why this is going wrong.
Come on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You'd have been reduced to this. You'd have been reduced to that. Because you going off, You treating the wife of your youth wrong, which is your flesh.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? You wondering why this stuff is happening to you.
You're gonna treat your wife and your youth wrong. You're gonna do the same thing to your seed.
Yep, exactly. So let's go to Proverbs. Let's go back to Proverbs. All praise to the Most High. Proverbs 5. I need some definitions pulled. And my phone right here, this guy can't connect to the Wi-Fi. So whoever can pull up their blue letter.
Bam. I'm already ready.
Man, he on it.
Just say
He on it.
Say on it.
Yes, sir.
That's all you need to do.
I can use that too. I can use just in case that one ain't got the definition I need. I can go to this one.
Okay.
Yes, sir. But let go to on that Hebrew. Go to Proverbs 5 for me.
All right.
Go to Proverbs 5. Matter of fact, we're gonna read from both just to nail the point home.
All right.
Proverbs 5. Let's do verse 1.
Proverbs 5 and 1.
Yes, sir. Let's do verse 1.
Proverbs 5 and verse 1.
One of my favorite scriptures.
My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 2, that thou mayest regard discretion.
Discretion. Yes,
and that thy
sir.
lips may keep knowledge.
Uh-huh.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb.
All right, so hold on now.
The plant?
Let's get the definition of discretion.
Okay.
Pull that definition for me, Hebrew.
Yes, sir. I got it right here.
Discretion. What they say on that?
Okay, this comes from Strong's H4209.
Right.
A plain, usually evil, sometimes good.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, keep
Wicked,
going.
wicked device, wicked discretion, discretion, or discretion, intent, witty, invention,
Right.
lewdness,
Mhm.
mischievousness,
Yep.
though, wickedly. And you got H2161. This is a root. Same thing, to plan, usually in a bad sense.
Yeah.
Consider, devise, imagine, plot, purpose, think evil.
That's it on that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so right here in the blue letter, it's the same thing, y'all. Purpose, discretion, device, plot, purpose, discretion. So the wisdom is to teach a young man discretion. In other words, knowing how to handle certain situations responsibly. That's what that's going into, right? And then he said it's to keep you from what kind of woman? Strange woman. Now let's find out what this strange woman is. Because it could actually be a number of things, but in the context we're reading here in Proverbs, it's a woman that's adulterous, I should say. All right. But what's the funny part about these definitions we're gonna read, all the definitions could apply to a woman that we should stay away from is being men in our youth.
Right.
All right.
Man, why is this thing not clicking?
It ain't clicking. I'll read it from right here. I got it. The word for strange. Yeah. The word strange is H2114, and it's zer. It's a verb. It says to be strange, to be a stranger, right? So if a woman is strange in one sense, right, she may be a woman that serves another god.
Okay. Right.
Right? That could be an Israelite sister. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures talk about not being unequally yoked. And trust me, I done been there too, brothers. You don't want that. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't have the spirit of Solomon.
Yeah. Like, trust me, you do not want to be unequally yoked with nobody.
That's straight drama.
Straight drama. So strange which is of another god. This is a big one. To become estranged, right? Oh, we not really divorced. We just ain't living together. Write your number down, brother. We ain't really divorced. Oh, so y'all ain't legally divorced, but you still want my number. So she's estranged from her husband, which simply means just not living together. Estranged, right? It says strange, another. So another man's woman, right? Stranger, foreigner, or a heathen. See? Loathsome of breath. Boy, what? Man, look here. That's been a lot of our men's downfall right there. King Solomon, sister just bought Solomon up.
And you know what? A lot of people got a problem with this, but we reading it out of the book that everybody said they believe.
That's what I'm saying.
This is book.
That's what I'm saying, Hebrew. Strange woman, prostitute, what? Harlot, to be estranged, to be a stranger, to be one alienated. All right, so we got all the definitions of strange woman. But like I said, in this particular context, in this Proverbs 5, 6, and 7, it's talking about a woman who's committing adultery. All right, go ahead. Now we back in Proverbs 5, verse 3. Pick it up in verse 3.
For the lip of a strange woman dropped as in honeycomb.
Ooh, she a smooth talker. Hey, handsome. Hey, you smell good. Hey, handsome. Go ahead.
Her mouth is smoother than oil.
Her mouth is smoother than oil. Go ahead, Hebrew.
But her end is bitter.
That's what you need to be thinking about. The end, not what she telling you, not the beginning, not during, but the end of it. Go ahead.
But her end is bitter as wormwood,
Ooh.
sharp as a two-edged
Her
sword.
end is bitter. Wormwood is a poisonous plant. He said her end is bitter than wormwood.
Bring it out.
Yeah, y'all might have had your little fun, but she takes you a month later. I think you need to go get tested. What? Yeah, you been sleeping with another man's wife. What you mean? Who's to say he's faithful to her?
Right. And you got a sexually transmitted.
Yeah, and trust me, those are worse than actual STDs. Oh, you really want the Most High to do you up for being sexually immoral? I heard kids a real STD, sexually transmitted demon around here.
Right.
A soul tie you can't get rid of. A soul tie is gonna take consecutive days of fasting to get rid of.
Right, bro.
Listen to somebody who done been there. That ain't. You would rather have something you can catch and get rid of than that.
That's right.
I'm being dead serious. Because it's gonna be years that went by, you ain't talked to this person, but they still on your mind. Why is that?
Yeah.
Why is that? That's a soul tie. You ain't able to focus on nobody that comes after them because you too focused on them. That's a soul tie. You don't want that, bro, to the wrong person. To the wrong person, you can sit there and pray, Lord, forget. Nah, you gonna have to turn that plate over. You gonna have to show the Most High you sorry for that.
Right.
Because just that praying ain't gonna get it. Just speaking from experience, that ain't gonna get it. Fasting one day, it might suppress it for a little while.
Some of the prophets went through years of abstaining from stuff.
We gonna get into that. You already know where I'm going with it, Hebrew. See, me and Hebrew talk a lot, so you know what I'm saying. He know where I'm going with it. He know where I'm going with it, but I'm dead serious, y'all. Them soul ties is real.
You got one like to bust the windows out the car.
Oh boy, them the worst ones. Them the worst ones. Boy.
Throw the Xbox one out the window.
Oh, Law, you violating that. I might have to take you to court for that one. Yeah. You can't throw the Xbox out.
Throw the J's out.
Ooh, you really violating, woman. But yeah, let's get back to it.
Throw that iPhone 6.
They can have the phone, but the Xbox. Look here, I know I hurt you, broke your heart, but not the Xbox. But all right, where was we at, Hebrew?
We're at verse 5.
All right, let's get it. Let's pick it up at verse 4 again.
Verse 4.
Yes, sir.
But her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword.
Yeah.
Her feet go down to death.
Yeah. So after y'all done talked and got to know each other, now you at a house and all that. So when she grab your hand and lead you into that bedroom, just know where her feet is going and know where yours is going too.
Come on,
Right.
bro.
Go ahead.
Her steps take hold on hell.
Woo! So you think you walking into a bedroom about to have some fun, but if you was really looking at it with your spiritual eyes, knowing what type of woman you was dealing with,
Right.
you be like, man, I'm walking right into hell. Destruction. Go ahead.
Verse 6.
Yeah.
Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life. Her ways are movable.
She's unstable. That's what that means. Her ways are movable. She unstable. What you sleeping with an unstable woman for?
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous, man. Go ahead.
That thou canst not know them.
See, you don't know what she gonna do next. Go ahead.
Hear me now, therefore, children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh to the door of her house.
Not only don't go in, don't even be caught around her door. Go ahead.
Lest thou give thy honor unto others.
So now you done lost all your self-respect. Huh? Go ahead.
And thy years unto the cruel. Verse 10.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
Let strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of strangers.
Yeah.
And thou mourn at the night.
The
last.
At the last. He said you're gonna be mourning at the last. Go ahead.
When thy flesh and thy body are consumed.
Yeah, when you burning in the lake for all that indiscriminate sex. Huh? That's another thing is youth. We're encouraged to you know, you don't buy a car without test driving it, do you, brother? Whoa,
I
what?
heard that before.
What about checking the Carfax? That's what the Carfax is for, ain't it? You
Check the
see?
background.
Like if y'all catch my drift, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It says when thy flesh is consumed, that's either if you burning in that lake for that, or if you got a disease that's consuming your flesh. You be like, dang, I should have listened to bro. Go ahead.
Verse 12.
Yeah.
And say, how have I hated instruction?
Now you reflect when your flesh is consumed.
Mm-hmm.
When stuff crawling all on you down there. Now you want to consider. Go ahead.
And my heart despised reproof. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers,
Right.
nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me.
Verse 14.
Verse 14. I almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation.
Dang, so now you done got you in this position now. Now you look back, now you saying like, dang, now that I think about it, I was doing a lot of evil stuff. Now you reflect of when the Most High put you down. It's too late now. Go ahead.
Read that 14 again.
Go ahead.
I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly.
Yeah.
Drink water out of thy own cistern.
That's right. So he's saying if you got you a wife, let all your sexual pleasure come from her. Just like you go to a well, get you some water, and now you refresh. Boom. Translate that with your wife. Go ahead.
Drink water out of thy own cistern,
Right.
and running water out of thy own well.
That's right.
Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of water in the streets. Let them be only thy own, and not strangers with thee.
Yeah.
Lest thy fountains be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth.
That's right.
Let her be as the loving hen and pleasant rope.
Yeah.
Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
What? That's in the Bible? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It says, let your wife's breast satisfy you at all times.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
And be thou ravished always with her love.
Yeah,
Right. Be madly in love with your wife.
Mhm.
That says be ravished. What's up, Hebrew? Say that again. I can't hear you.
Yeah, speak up.
Yeah, most definitely. He said, does that apply to girls? Yeah, friends as well. Yeah, I mean, if you,
What it is.
you know what I'm saying, if y'all serious about, you know, of course. Little Charles, you hear that? That applies, Hebrew. Of course.
But you know this your wife.
Yeah,
But
like,
that's your right. That's right.
You can't change out the game. You go there.
Right.
matter of fact, we finna go a place next. We gonna go there next.
Consequences. Wait a whole map.
Oh,
Wait
no.
a whole map.
Yeah, that
But
applies.
this, like you said, this is for the youth. I mean,
Yeah.
for those too, but you know.
Yeah,
Hey.
go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 20.
Yeah.
And why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman?
You know, why are you madly in love with another man's wife?
Right, bro.
That don't make no sense. She ain't even faithful to her own husband.
Come on, bro.
Go ahead.
And embrace the bosom of a stranger.
Man, that another man's wife is considered a stranger to you. If you lust in that, that's a stranger. I can't do that. Go ahead.
For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his doing.
Now, when you look up that word ponderate, that means weigh. So he weighs all your intentions, fellas. When we was out, well, I can't speak for nobody but myself. When I was out there in the world,
Yeah.
I lied to sometimes to get what I wanted from women.
Yeah.
But the Lord weighed all that. Like, you know, I want you to be my girlfriend, lying.
Yeah.
The Lord weighed it. Like he knew that before I even proceeded with anything
Right.
else.
That's right.
Like he knew my intentions with these women was not what I said it was. Hey, I hope the Most High forgive me for that. Go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 23.
Yeah, go ahead. Nah, 22.
22.
Yeah.
His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of the sea.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly, he shall go astray.
All right, let's go to Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 6. Proverbs 6. Let's do pick it up at verse 20.
Verse 20.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 6 and 20.
Yeah.
My son, keep thy father's commandment and forsake not the law of thy mother.
You see that? Listen to your father and your mother. I don't care how old you get, how grown you think you is. Listen to him, man.
That's commandment.
It's Exodus 20 and 12. It's all Exodus 20. I believe that is commandment 6, right? That's commandment 6. Yeah, that's commandment 6. Yup, the first commandment with promise. Matter of fact, let's get that. Let's hold your spot here, Ephesians 6.
Ephesians 6.
Ephesians 6. Hold your spot right here, Ephesians 6. Ephesians 6 and verse 2. Ephesians 6 and verse 2. Ephesians 6 and 2.
Right.
Ephesians 6 and 2.
Yes.
All right, when you get it?
Yeah, this commandment 5 right here.
Commandment 5, okay. Yeah. Go ahead, Hebrew, when you get it. Ephesians 6 and 2.
Honor thy father and mother,
Yeah.
which is the first commandment which with promise.
That's the first commandment with promise, right? That's it. When you read Deuteronomy 5 and 16, Exodus 20 and 12, it tell you, oh, honor thy father and thy mother, for it shall go well with you, that your days may be long
On the
land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. That commandment comes with a promise. If you do this right, this gonna happen for you.
That's right.
Right?
So, like, honor that mother and that father, and you can also do it with the Most High.
Yeah. Your father is the Most High, and who is your mother? Your mother would be wisdom. So if you disobedient to wisdom, you disobedient to your mother, your instruction, you disobedient to wisdom, who the Father created, you disobedient to your father's will.
And if you do this, it keep you longer in the house. You won't get put out.
That's right, bro.
That's right.
That's right. All right, let's go back to Proverbs 6.
Because if we were doing good in our father's house, we would be sitting over here in America.
That's right,
You hear
Hebrew.
me?
I sure want to be sitting over here.
Sit away home.
Man, I wouldn't have known nothing about no South Memphis, North Memphis, White Haven, boy. We would have been talking about some Gaza Strip, Galilee around here. You hear me? Man, what? Can't wait, boy. All right, Proverbs 6, we in verse 21. Proverbs 6, verse 21.
Bind them continually upon thy heart and tie them about thy neck.
You see that? So the commandments was commanded to write them on your heart, even during the time of fringes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. New covenant does not change that. I don't care who's teaching different. Go ahead.
22.
Yeah.
When thou goest, it shall lead thee.
Yeah.
When thou sleep,
Mm.
it shall keep thee. When thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
Yeah.
And reproof of instructions are the way of life.
What else is this instruction good for? Read the next verse.
24.
Yeah.
To keep thee from the evil
From
woman,
the evil woman. Woo. Go ahead.
from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman.
From the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Boy, this word gonna keep you from evil women. Oh, yes, sir. It's some out here.
Yes, sir.
It's some out here. Go ahead.
Lust not after her beauty in thy heart.
Man, she fine. What? Give me 3.5 minutes. Maybe even 4. Scriptures say, hey, scriptures say don't lust after her with your eyelids.
Right.
That's right.
The eyes are for looking, not for lusting. All right?
Except for that, Matthew 5.
Yes, sir. When the Messiah said, let's go there. Let's get it. Let's hold the spot right here. Let's go to Matthew 5.
You'll be looking at those, and there's good looking sisters out there.
Yeah.
But hey, what's that over there, man? That's the devil. What the hell
Brother,
is
Right,
that?
tell them again.
Something that help me now. When I'm out, my eyes at the ground.
That's the devil.
Female talk, sir, I'm looking at the top of her head. She think I'm looking at her. I ain't even looking at her. And when I walk past, I'm looking at the ground.
Hey,
What? I ain't seen nothing. TJ ain't looking at nothing.
yeah.
My real can't go back to the house. I saw you. Nah, you ain't see me looking at nobody.
Hours of confusion.
Don't care how short her show to.
I know this right.
What, Matthews?
Matthew 5
And 28.
and 28.
Yeah, we had a basketball player here. His wife, she was a good looking gal, but she was the devil.
Oh man.
Killed him.
Oh man. And if you look at her pictures before she did that, and now,
You tell she got some unclean.
and then hey, in the Apocrypha, it say when a woman is wicked, it changes her countenance.
Yeah.
Look at
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, look at Lil' Kim. Like
What? Sick.
Lil' Kim look hideous now. And she was beautiful. She was beautiful. Proverbs 5 verse 28. I mean Matthew 5 verse 28. Yeah.
Matthew 5,
Go ahead.
verse 28. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her
Yeah.
has committed adultery with her already in his heart.
All right, let's flip back to that. Proverbs 6. All right, y'all, let's get on through this. Let's get on through this.
Read that 25.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 6 and 25.
Uh-huh.
Lust not after her beauty in thy heart,
Yeah.
neither let her take thee with her eye. For by means of a whorish woman, a man is brought to pieces of bread.
By means of a whorish woman. Go ahead.
And adulterers will hunt for her precious life.
Go
For
ahead.
the precious life.
Yeah.
Verse 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned?
Right. So can you go grab a bunch of hot coals and do like this, and after you drop them, your clothes ain't gonna be burnt? Now your clothes gonna be through.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, you gonna be burnt. Go ahead.
Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned?
No, you sure can't. Go ahead.
So he that go into his neighbor's wife, whosoever touches her shall not be
Shall
innocent.
not be innocent. So just like if you walk on hot coals, you're gonna burn your feet, or if you take hot coals into your bosom, you're gonna burn your clothes. If you go into another man's wife, you will not be innocent in the eyes of the Most High.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 30.
Yeah.
Men, do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry.
Right.
But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house.
Yeah.
But whosoever committed adultery with a woman lacketh understanding.
Yes, sir.
He that does it destroyeth his own soul.
Yeah. Job in Job 23, Job called adultery a heinous crime. A heinous crime. That's Job 23, I believe, 15, verse 15 and 16. He called it a heinous crime. Keep going, Hebrew.
Verse 33.
Yeah.
A wound and dishonor shall he get,
Mm.
and his reproach shall not be wiped away.
Yeah. Even when it died down, even if the Most High didn't, let's say the Most High didn't forgave you, people always gonna
Bring
remember
it up,
that. They gonna
yeah.
be like, man,
Don't trust that joker, man.
look here, watch that brother. I remember some years ago that brother did this with so and so white.
Yeah.
We seen
The people ain't gonna never let you live that down.
it. We seen it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, for real. Go ahead, Hebrew.
34.
Yeah.
For jealousy is the rage of a man.
Mm.
Therefore, he will not spare in the day
You
of
see
vengeance.
that man walk in there and catch you with his wife.
Pistol action.
He's not gonna spare.
It's pistol play time.
He's not gonna spare. Go ahead.
He would not regard any ransom.
Brother, I got some money, brother. Please don't kill me, brother. Here, take this. He's like, bro, I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. And then he'll kill you and mess around and get off because they'll call it a crime of passion.
Temporary insanity.
Yeah. We go ahead.
He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content.
Mm.
Though thou givest many gifts.
No, that I can't.
I got an ox, bro. I got a whole.
Hey, look here.
field going, man.
Hey, I got a cousin, bro. He can get you this. He can get man. That man don't care about none of that. That man just caught you with his wife, bro.
Yeah.
That man not trying to hear none of that.
If I let you go, you're gonna come back
Yeah,
another way. You know?
yeah. Or you gonna go do it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Proverbs 7. Let's go right on into Proverbs 7.
Let's get it.
Go ahead.
Verse 1.
Yeah.
My son, Keep my words and lay up my commandments with thee.
Mm-hmm.
Keep my commandments and live.
Yes, sir.
And my law as the apple of thine eye.
That's right. So keep the law as the apple of your eye. When something is the apple of somebody's eye, that's something that's held in high esteem above everything else. Right. So this law should be highly esteemed above any other type of knowledge, information, any other thing you got going as a young man. This law need to be the apple of your eye. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister,
Uh-huh.
and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Kinswoman. Go ahead.
That they may keep thee from the strange woman.
So why this strange woman keep coming up?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Solomon knew this. Some of his descendants were gonna have to deal with, boy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
From the stranger with flattereth with her lip words.
Notice the strange woman is slick with the mouth.
Right.
She's very slick. Go ahead.
For at the window of my house,
Yeah.
I look through my casement.
So now Solomon, he about to tell you about a story that he saw one day looking out his window. Like, man, I was just chilling, looking out my window, and I seen this happen. Go ahead.
And beheld among the simple ones, I discerned among the youth.
Among the who?
The youth.
Uh-huh.
A young man forward of understanding.
Wow. So Solomon's like, man, I was looking through my window and I seen a young man. He was a simpleton, though. He had no understanding. Go ahead.
Passing through the streets near her corner.
Yeah.
And he went the way to her house in the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
Wow. So he creeping, boy.
Like creeping.
So you think don't nobody see you in the dark? But what about the one who created the darkness? You think he don't see? You think he can't see you in the dark? Go ahead.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot.
Oh, she dressed. She might not be a harlot, but she's dressed like one. See that?
Dressed for the occasion.
Yeah, it's dark. She dressed for the occasion.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Look, that's the first thing we gonna notice. Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
You ain't tripping off nothing else right now. You just fellas think with the head that actually has a brain in it. Please go ahead.
I'm gonna read that again.
Yeah.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart.
Subtle of heart, so she's not only slicking her speech, she's slicking her mind. She know what you want. She know what you looking for. Huh? Go ahead.
She is loud and stubborn.
See, you not even looking at her character. You looking at her heart of the tire. You looking at her voluptuous body. They say she loud, stubborn. She ain't gonna listen to you. She don't know when to be quiet. See, she don't know how to cover herself up. Got her body hanging all out. But you ain't tripped off none of this. Solomon said he was simple. He's gullible. This is a gullible young man right here. Go ahead.
Her feet abide not in her home.
She don't even stay in her house. She always out in somebody else's face. In somebody else's business.
Busybody.
Go ahead.
Verse 12. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lied in wait at every corner.
Wow. Go ahead.
So she caught him and kissed him.
You see, she don't even know, bro. She done grabbing, touching all on him and kissing him. Bro, you don't want a woman like that. She full of sex demons. Go ahead.
And with an imputed faith, she said unto him, I have peace offering with me. This day have I paid my vow.
Yeah.
Therefore came I forth to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
See, he's making them feel all wanted. I was looking for you. You know, just for you. Now you was just for whoever the first person you saw come out there. But look what she telling this gullible youth right here. I've been waiting on you. You know, I had a dream, and the dude in my dream looked just like you. Go ahead. She's subtle of mind. She already know what he want. See, that's why you don't need to be out here just stupid for what's in between these women's legs out here. Because they'll use that against you. The evil woman will use that against you. Go ahead.
I have digged my bed with coverings of tapestry.
Oh, now she's describing the bed. Like, man, I got some soft sheets. We can go back home and watch Netflix and lay on my Egyptian linen and You know. Go ahead.
With carved works,
Yeah.
with fine linen of Egypt.
Yeah.
I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloe, and cinnamon.
Good. She turned that. She's really going in now. Like she already got him with the eye, with the dressing like a harlot. Then she made him feel wanted. You see what I'm saying? Now she really playing on his senses, telling her about the bed and how it smell and all this. Go ahead.
Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning.
Whoa. Let us make love until the morning come. That's what she's saying. Go ahead.
Let us bless ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home.
Who? Hold on. Who?
For the good man.
Oh man, it's a man at the house.
Yeah.
On the road.
Yeah.
That man heard the sheep right now.
Hey, what's up? What's
Go
up?
ahead, Stoner.
What's up, sister? Huh?
Just go ahead, Stoner.
Ah, okay. All right, what verse was we?
We at 19.
It said the goodman is not at home. Go ahead.
He is gone a long journey.
Oh, he gone. He gonna be gone for a minute. Go ahead.
Verse 20. He has taken a bag of money with him and will come home at the day appointed.
Yeah, see, back then, whenever you took a bag of money with you, you was gonna be gone for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So she knows, she like, he probably asked her like, oh, okay, so how I know it's safe to come over there? Right. Well, you know, my dude, he just took a bag of money with him, so he gonna be gone. Come on now.
That's right.
Come on now. Let's keep reading, man.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
With her much fair speech, she calls him to yield.
He went for it. He went for it. Go ahead.
With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. He goeth after her straightway, as an ox goeth to the slaughter.
Well, straightway, that means you, soon as she finished talking, you ain't even thinking about it no more. Go ahead.
Or as a fool to the correction of the stocks. Till a dart strike through the liver.
To the what?
Dart.
Oh, that's that goodman showing back up. Unexpected. Go ahead.
As a bird has hastened to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
Ooh, go ahead.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children,
Yeah.
and attend to the words of my mouth.
Yeah.
Let not thy heart decline to hear her way, nor go astray in her path. For she has cast down many wounds. Yeah, many strong men have been slain by her.
Many strong men have been slain by a strange woman. Go ahead.
Her house is the way to hell.
Oh, what?
Her house.
It's the way to hell. Her house is a one-way street going down to death. Go ahead.
Going down to the chambers of death.
That's right. We need to stay away from these strange and evil women in our youth. Let's go to the next spot. Let's go to Psalms 119. Psalms 119.
For the youth. For everybody, but for the youth.
All praise. All praise to the Most High.
Yes, sir. 119.
How you pull that back up?
Psalms 119.
Psalm 119. Let's just do one verse right here. Verse 6. Verse 6. Psalms 119 now. Psalms 119 to verse 9. My bad.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Psalms 119 to verse 9.
Right.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy work.
All right, let's get it. Let's pull a few definitions. This is the word for cleanse, right? It says to be pure, to be clean, to be pure, be clear. All right, it says to be clean, be pure, to be clear. This puts a whole nother spin on it, to be justified. So how can a man's way be justified before who? The eyes of the Most High, right? The Strong's number, H2135. H2135. And it says one of the definitions was to be justified, right? So now we finna get the definition of way. Get the definition of way. And the Strong's number is 734. And it says way, path, road, the path, way, passing of life. This is the definition I wanted to get into, the way of living. Right? So it's asking the question, well, how can a young man's way of living be justified? It says by doing what? Taking heed to the word. Right? So we've been reading this whole time, take heed to the instruction, take heed to the understanding, the counsel, all this. So read that verse over again, Hebrew.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way, by taking heed thereto according to thy word.
That's right. All right, let's go to the next spot, Proverbs 30. Proverbs 30. What's up?
Wait, back then, if a strange woman,
Say that again.
back then, if a woman tried to go get a man behind her husband back, don't they both get killed? Or
Yeah.
just you?
Well, not her husband, but the guy she went and got and her. Both of them supposed to be killed.
I was just-
Yeah, both of them supposed to be killed. We in Proverbs 30. Let's do 11 through 14.
Yes, sir.
Proverbs 30, 11 through 14.
Proverbs 30, verse 11.
Yeah.
There's a generation that curses their father and does not bless their mother.
So it's a generation that has no regard for Deuteronomy 5 and 16, Exodus 20 and 12. Honor thy father and thy mother. Are we not living in that generation?
Yeah.
We living in that generation. Go ahead.
There's a generation that are pure in their own eyes.
It's a generation of people that's blind to their own sins. Our young people think they just know it all now. Go ahead.
And yet it's not washed from their filth.
Wow. So that why they think they doing what they supposed to be doing, or you know what I'm saying? You got all this so-called individualism out there today. Well, I'm finding God within myself. I just be like, bro, that don't make no sense. It don't even be a organized belief. It just be a bunch of emotions piled together, and you just be all over the place with what you believe. I'm finding God within myself. We are gods, brother. We are gods.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just kids that way. I run into
Nah.
older women that way.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, yes. It's a lot of older people with that vibration. Like, and the scripture talk about Israel did that time where there wasn't no kings and judges. You read Judges where it says there was no king at that time, and the children of Israel did what they wanted to do pretty much. Everybody just marched off the beat of their own drum. Right? Let's get it.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
There is a generation. How lofty are their eyes.
Oh, it's a generation of people that prize themselves off being prideful and haughty. Especially in this age of social media, boy. Be posting these pictures up with all these arrogant captions on them.
Yeah.
Posting a picture half naked with your butt all up in the earth showing. I'll be like, man, no, you not. No, you're not. Stop it.
Yeah.
My best life.
That's what they love to say. Got a big old plate of crab legs sitting up there. I'm living my best life.
Yeah.
What, eating crab legs? Eating pork?
Or
What's up?
I'm feeling myself.
Yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm can't nobody see me. All this, man. Look, this is in the scriptures.
Right.
We living in this generation. Go ahead.
And their eyelids are lifted up.
Mm.
There is a generation whose teeth are as sword,
Man.
and their jaw teeth as knives, to
We,
divide the poor from off the earth,
we.
and the needy from among men.
Man, I be in my apartment sometimes outside chilling. I be seeing them little kids playing. Just be listening to some of the language that they use. Man, get your mother off my bike. These 8, 9, 10-year-olds. I be like, hey, watch y'all mouth. They don't like me. So they see me standing outside. They be like, oh, there go that man, y'all. Y'all better get away from there.
That mean man.
Yeah, watch y'all mouth.
And you know, saying part, people got children on YouTube now They make a YouTube video, children just cussing,
So live.
using
So
profanity, all
live.
kind of stuff.
Yeah. Got kid rappers out here. Little boy was twerking and
It's a damnable
yeah,
shame.
it is, man.
Hey, and then this Esau friend, though.
Yeah,
Demoralized and
it is.
desensitized.
It is. And if you notice, it's only like that with all our stuff. Your music is weaponized. Your music glorifies killing, selling drugs, and running through women, not taking care of your woman and your kids and all that. Country, you don't hear country music on that. You don't hear rock music on that.
And you don't see other nations. You may see a few of them. That's why it's so important for us to learn, and we got to get out there and teach our people.
Yeah.
Because that's the one that, you know, they seeing on there. Look at these.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
Yup. Yup.
Wow.
That's right. We got a few more. That was it on there, Hebrew.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go to the next spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to Limitations 3.
Yes, sir. Let's lament.
Oh,
Let's go to Limitations 3.
yes, sir.
Limitations 3. Like I say, when I was going through my little moment last week, this scripture really stuck with me right here. This scripture, the verse 27 in particular, we're gonna read 25 through 28.
You're doing a little lamenting, huh?
Yeah. What happened?
You can do Lamentations.
25 through 28.
That's on 3.
Yeah, chapter 3. Yeah. Lamentations chapter 3, verse 25 through 28. 25 through 28.
Lamentation 3, verse 25.
Yeah.
The Lord is good unto them that wait for him,
Yeah.
to the soul that seeketh him.
Mm.
It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord.
Both hope and quietly wait, not hope and complain while you wait.
That's right. That's right.
Man, I'm sick of this.
Man. Because you know we can do it on
Boy, that's hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. I was pissed off when my car went down last week.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the fact that my car went down. It was the fact that why am I so subject to all this vanity that's not gonna mean nothing in the end?
Yeah.
Right.
But here I am in America subject to this.
It is
You know what I'm saying? I gotta put extra.
Hey,
Hey, and I gotta put all this time and energy into finding the money to get this fixed.
Yeah.
Then I gotta waste more money getting Ubers and lifts around the doggone city.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But the scriptures say, look, wait quietly. Don't complain about all that. Wait quietly. Then this next verse 27 really hit me.
Mhm.
Go ahead, Hebrew.
It is good for a man that he bear the yoke of his youth.
Ooh, see, when you go through them seasons of adversity when you're young, it's just preparing you for when you get old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just if you have it hard while you a youth, it's preparing you for a fruitful elderhood. You see, that's why I say it's good for a man to bear the yoke in his youth. Yeah, it's gonna seem rough while you young.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High molding you to become a man in this thing.
Right, bro.
Go ahead.
Verse 28.
Yeah.
He sitteth alone and keepeth silent
Mm.
because he has bored it upon him.
You see, when you keep silent, that means you done fully accepted the will of the Most High. You don't even care how it fall out. You just know the Most High got you. You know the Most High got you, and you want me to tell you how you know? Because he done came through for you before. Just sit back and think
That's right, bro.
all the other times that he done came through when it wasn't looking too good.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We as men, we got the tendency to want to fix everything right now. When sometimes that moment when stuff happens, take a minute to reflect and pray and see what you got to do first before you. Man, I'm sick of this. Cause I know that's the first thing I get to punching walls, slamming on dressers. Cause I to be honest, I hate it here, y'all. I hate living in this land. I hate working for these heathens. I want to go back home so bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I get so pissed off when I have to put all this extra time and energy into all this vanity.
Yeah.
I gotta go to work.
Right.
Dang, it's Monday again.
Ain't that the epitome of what John said about being part of the world?
Yup,
The world loves you
yup.
and you love it.
Yeah. I can't stand this word. I don't like to say that in front of too many people because people take that as being suicidal. You know what I'm saying? But when I say I hate this world, I hate this life,
Babylon.
I'm talking about Babylon and everything that we
It's growing
subject to
up,
here.
shit.
Yeah. What's up,
Growing
little
shit.
sister?
Just remember that the Most High told our nation that the Lord hated him for he hated you.
Man, they sure did. All praises for that. All praises, man. I hate this world, y'all. I don't like being here at all. If somebody knocked on my door right now, was like, "Hey, bro, I got you a plane ticket to Jerusalem. You and your family. Guess what? I don't know what you got going, but I'm out of here."
Look at you gotta do like John the Baptist. Hey, just go in the wilderness, man, and come out with you.
That's what I be wanting to do. I be wanting to go stealth mode sometime.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously.
just come out when I have to teach.
Yeah.
That's all. But yeah, let's get it though.
Yeah,
Well, that was it on that.
That was it on that.
All right, let's go to Jeremiah chapter 1.
Okay.
Jeremiah chapter 1. Then I want to get one story in. Then I want to read some out of the Testament of Reuben, and then that'll be it, y'all.
All right. Jeremiah chapter 1.
Jeremiah chapter 1. Jeremiah chapter 1. We're gonna read. Let's do 1 through 10.
Okay.
1 through 10. Y'all can jot down 15 through 19. Y'all can read that on your own. That was in here too. We just gonna read 1 through 10. Jeremiah chapter 1, 1 through 10. Go ahead, Hebrew, when you get it.
The words of Jeremiah, the son of Hilkiah,
Yeah.
of the priest that was in, help me out, Anathar.
Anathar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anathar in the land of Benjamin,
Yeah.
to whom the word of the Lord came in the days of Josiah, the son of Ammon, king of Judah, in the 13th year of his reign. It came also in the days of Jehoiakim,
Yeah.
the son of Josiah,
Yeah.
the king of Judah, until the end of the 11th year of Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, the king of Judah, until the carrying away of Jerusalem captive in the 5th month.
Verse 4. What did verse 4 say?
Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. So Jeremiah, he was a part of the Most High's plans before he was even in his mother's womb. Before he was even a youth. Before he was even a grown man, the Most High called and set him apart for a specific plan and purpose.
Right.
Right? Why we think as youth the Most High can't do that to us?
That's right.
Or haven't. Exact. Thank you, Hebrew. Or haven't already.
That's right.
Because I mean, if you were Israelite, this thing already in you. You just got to tap into it. It's just lying dormant in your system,
Right.
waiting for you to tap into this. Go ahead.
He's doing pottery. Like
He molded you. He molded you. We was gonna read 1 Samuel 17, David and Goliath. We was gonna show how David, the Most High, was already dealing with David before he even became king, before he even killed Goliath. You see what I'm saying? He killed the bear, killed the lion.
Yes,
That was preparing him to fight Goliath. Everybody was scared. All the older men that was supposed to be men of war was shaking.
Yeah.
They stood on each side. Israel was on one side. The Philistines on the other side. For 40 days, they standing there yelling at each other. Goliath turned Israel. Everybody scared of him. David come up like, man, who is this uncircumcised Philistine?
And that's because they feel like they going to war in flesh.
Yeah.
Like David was explaining.
Yeah.
These folks going to war against our God.
Yeah.
God gotta have belief.
Yeah.
Belief is faith.
That's right.
Then
That's right.
He him in the third eye.
Yeah, hit him right in the middle of the eyes. Dude come out with all this fancy armor on. His spearhead weighs 600 shekels of iron. If that spear hit you, you're done dealing. David calmly went in his bag, grabbed one of them rocks out. They said that rock hit him so hard it sunk in his forehead. Then he stood on top of him and chopped his head off
With his own sword.
with his own sword as a youth. As a youth, y'all. As a youth, let's get it.
Verse 5 again.
Verse 5, yeah.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Yeah.
And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified
I
thee.
sanctified you.
And ordained thee a prophet unto the nation.
Go ahead.
Then said I, Lord God. Behold, I cannot speak, for I am a child.
You see Jeremiah's excuse, Lord, I'm just a child, Lord. They're not going to listen. Let's see if the Lord care anything about his age. Go ahead.
But the Lord said unto me, say not, I am a child.
I don't want to hear that, Jeremiah.
Mhm.
I picked you to do this work before you even was in your mother's womb. I picked you because I knew you could do it. So don't tell me you just a child. Go ahead.
For thou shalt go to all that I have sent thee. I shall send thee.
Yeah.
And whatsoever I command thee, thou shalt speak.
Yes, sir.
Be not afraid of their faces, for I am with thee to deliver thee, saith the Lord.
Right.
Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth. And the Lord said unto me, behold, I have put my words in thy mouth.
Go ahead.
I have this day set thee over the nations.
He did what?
Set thee over the nations.
Wow.
And over the
You
kingdom.
see that the Most High don't just when he equip you, he don't just send you out as no little Rudy Poo.
That's right.
Nah, he send you out with straight authority.
And power.
And all you gotta do is not be scared.
Not be scared.
That's all you gotta do. Not be scared. Go ahead.
And to root out, and to pull down,
Yeah.
and to destroy, and to throw down, to build and to plant.
He sent Jeremiah to other nations to let them know their doom. Look, this is Babylon falling now. Israel, he went to the kings, went to wicked elders. Look, he told them a bunch of stuff they didn't want to hear. Most of the times when prophets come, they're not finna tell you something you want to hear anyway. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Oh, that was it on that. That was verse 10. That's all I want.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's read the history of Susanna.
Oh, I read that like last week.
Let's read the history of Susanna. And then y'all can write down 1 Samuel, the 17th chapter. I can write that down.
I'm still mad.
And some books, some apocryphas, I know that depending on which one you got, it's not in there. You probably have to pull it up on the internet. And in some books, they got it as the 13th chapter of Daniel. So if you ain't got it, just read along, or you can pull it up on the internet. History of Susanna, y'all.
Good.
About 10, I need about 10 minutes. I really want to get to this Testament of Reuben. That's cool. All right, let's go ahead and pick it up. It's only one chapter.
I was going to just read on in.
Yeah, read on into it.
Okay. Verse 1.
Yeah.
There dwelt a man in Babylon called Joachim.
Yeah.
And he took a wife, whose name was Susanna, the daughter of Chelsea, a very fair woman,
Yeah.
and one that feared the Lord. Her parents also were righteous, and taught their daughter according to the law of Moses. Now, Jehoiakim, I'm saying it right?
You can just say, yeah, you good.
What's the correct name?
Joking.
Okay, now Joachim was a great rich man,
Yeah.
and had a fair garden growing unto his house, and to him resorted to Jews,
Right.
because he was more honorable than all others.
Okay, go ahead.
The same year was appointed two of the ancient of the peoples to be judges, such as the Lord spake of, that wickedness came from Babylon, from ancient judges, who seems to govern the people.
All right, so this woman named Susanna, she's very beautiful, feared the Most High, had righteous parents, had a famous, her husband was well known, I should say, and he was also righteous. So now, you know, we had judges back in the day to handle any lawsuits we had against each other. So these two elders was appointed judges at this time. Go ahead.
These kept much at Joachim's house, and all that had any suit in law came unto them. Now, when the people departed away at noon, Susanna went into her husband's garden to walk.
Right.
And the two elders saw her going in every day and walking, so that their lust was inflamed toward her.
So these two elders saw Susanna walking every day, right? They was always at the king's house. They saw her walking. And it says their lust was inflamed. Go ahead.
And they perverted their own mind.
They did what?
Perverted their own
You
mind.
see that when you inflame with lust for a woman that ain't yours, you pervert your own mind. Right? Go ahead, because you're not casting them thoughts down. You're not saying no adultery shall enter into the kingdom, get thee behind me. But you letting them thoughts of adultery just sit there on your mind and just marinate. Go ahead.
And they perverted their own mind and turned away their eye, and they might not look unto heaven, nor remember just judgment.
You see that? So they were suppressing their own conscience. Even though some in their mind was saying you shouldn't be doing this, brother. They was ignoring it. They wouldn't even look up to the heavens.
Right, brother.
Straying from it.
Go ahead.
And albeit they both were wounded with her love, yet durst not one slew another his grief.
See, they for a minute they kept it to themselves, like, you know what I'm saying. Even though both of them were lusting, they didn't let each other know that.
Right.
Go ahead.
For they were ashamed to declare their lust, that they desire to have to do with her. Yet they watch diligently from day to day to see her.
Perverts, boy.
They pervert. And the one said to the other, "Let us now go home, for it is dinner time."
So one on he trying now. One on trying to make his move. So now he like, I need to get rid of this. He messing up my game. You know what I'm saying? So he like, man, look here. He like, let us now go home for it's dinner time, bro. I'm finna go and get me something to eat. He lying. He ain't gonna do nothing but circle back. So when his old boy walk out, he gonna circle back. Go ahead.
Verse 14. So when they were gone out, they parted to the one from another and turned back again. They came to the same place.
So both of them did the same thing. They like, man, look, I'm about to go eat. I'm about to go eat too, bro. They walk off, come back around the corner. Man, what you doing here? What you doing here? Go ahead. hey, little Rico, 2 minutes ain't even passed, man. I just got through eating. Damn, what you eat? What you eat? Go ahead.
And after that, they had asked one another the cause. They acknowledged their lust. Then appointed they a time both together where they might find her alone.
All right, go ahead.
And it fell out as they watched to fit time. She went in as before, the two maids only, and she was desirous to wash herself in the garden, for it was hot. And there was nobody there save the two elders, that they hid themselves and watched her.
So now they peeping toms. Now they peeping toms. Go ahead.
Then
see, this height, when you don't get a handle on that lust, see, it starts off as just looking. You know what I'm saying? Then it starts, if you just don't look and look off, then now it turns into lusting. Then when it lusting, then it just keeps going up. Now you're being a peeping Tom. Now you're sneaking in the bushes, looking through a window, watching her take a shower. Then next thing you know, you gonna act on it. And whether she say no or no, you still gonna, because that lust thing got on you. It done consumed you at this point. Go ahead.
Then she said to her maid, bring me oil and washing ball, and shut the garden door, that I may wash me.
What verse you at?
I'm at 18.
Okay, go ahead.
And they did as she bade them, and shut the garden doors, and went out themselves at private doors to fetch the thing that she had commanded them. Sorry, Bruce message. But they saw not the elders, because they were hid. Now when the maids were gone forth, the two elders rose up and ran to her, saying, Behold, the garden doors are shut, that no man can see us, and we are in love with thee.
We in love with thee. Women, watch out for that. That word, it don't be love most of the time.
Be lust.
It be a strong lust. Don't get the two confused. Go ahead.
Therefore consent unto us and lie with us.
Wow. And so they wanted her to lay with both of them at the same time. Y'all know what this called today. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not, we will bear witness against thee.
Wow.
That a young man was with thee, and therefore thou didst send away thy maids from thee. Then Susanna sighed and said, I am straight on every side.
Mm.
For if I do this thing, it is death unto me. For if I do it not, I cannot escape your hands. It is better for me to fall into your hands and not to do than to sin in the sight of the Lord.
That's right.
That's right.
Go
But
ahead.
that Susanna cried with a loud voice, and the two elders cried out against her.
Mm.
Then ran the one and opened the garden door. So when the servants of the house heard the cry in the garden, they rushed in at the private door.
See, soon as Susanna saw them walking in there, she should have just started hollering.
Mhm.
You see, but she still knew the law. She cried out. You know what I'm saying? Just in case they did force her, lay on her and force her, she wasn't gonna be held accountable because she didn't consent to it. Go ahead.
To see what was done unto her.
Yeah,
But
see, even if y'all sisters find yourself in a position like this, even if ain't nobody around, cry out.
Mhm.
The Most High saw you keeping that law
That's
right there.
brother.
Even if it wasn't nobody there to defend your cause, cry out
That's right.
and believe that He has sent a legion of angels and do something to that man. Call out to your God.
He gonna get these.
Yeah, he gonna get his one way or the other.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 27.
Yeah.
But when the elders had declared their matter, the servant was greatly ashamed, for
Mm.
there was never such a report made of Susanna.
Mm.
And it came to pass the next day, when the people were assembled to her husband, Joseph. I can't even pronounce his name. I'm gonna call him Joseph.
That's cool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
The two elders came also full of mischievous imagination against Susanna
Right.
to put her to death,
All right.
and said before the people, send for Susanna, the daughter of Chelsea, Joachim's wife. And so they sent.
Yeah.
So she came with her father and mother and children and all her kindred.
Mm.
Now Susanna was a very delicate woman and beautiful to behold.
Yeah.
And these wicked men commanded to uncover her face.
You see, for she was what?
For she was covered.
You see,
That's right.
that was a custom in our land. Go ahead.
That they might be filled with her beauty.
See, when the woman was brought up in the courts on an adultery charge, they will uncover her, right?
Mhm.
But these elders so ate up with lust, they acting like they want them to uncover her so they can go on with the trial, but they just uncover so we can see her face. She's so
Right.
fine. Uncover her with her adulterous self. Then as soon as they uncover in their head, they're like, oh my God, look at her.
Look at her. See what they glow.
Go ahead.
33.
This
Therefore,
is
her,
crazy right here.
yeah.
Go ahead.
Therefore, her friends and all that saw her wept.
Mm.
Then the two elders stood up in the midst of the people and laid their hands upon her head. And she weeping, looking up towards heaven, for her heart trusted in the Lord.
Hallelujah.
And
Go
the
ahead.
elders said, as we walked in the garden alone, this woman came in with two maids and shut the garden door and sent the maid away.
Mm.
Then a young man whose there was hid came unto her and lay with her. Then we that stood in the corner of the garden, seeing this wickedness, ran unto them.
Right. Okay. Go ahead. Sure you did. Go ahead.
39. And when we saw them together, the man could not hold, for he was stronger than we,
Mm-hmm.
and opened the door and leaped out.
Mm.
But having taken this woman, we asked who the young man was, but she would not tell us. These things do we testify.
So they done lied on Susanna, right? Go ahead. They done told all bunch of lies. Go ahead.
Then 41. Then the assembly believed them as though that were the elders and judge of the people. So they condemned her to
You
death.
see that the whole class or the whole assembly believed these brothers just because of the position that they held. Like you see that today in the assembly.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
Brothers will believe a teacher just because he an elder and been around a minute.
Yeah,
This
they
brother
will.
here can't be lying.
Yeah, they will.
You know what I'm saying? And them be the ones committing the most wickedness.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Verse 42.
Two. Yeah.
Then Susanna cried out with a loud voice and said, O everlasting God, that knowest the secret, and knowest all things before they be. Thou knowest that they have borne false witness against me, and behold, I must die.
Mm.
Whereas I never did such thing as these men have maliciously invented against me.
Right.
And the Lord heard her voice.
He did what?
Heard her
You
voice.
see that? She cried out. She wasn't whispering, "Dear Lord God, is it?" No, she was straight roaring like a lioness. Lord, you know I ain't do this. Plead my cause, Heavenly Abba. Go ahead.
Verse 44 again.
Right.
And the Lord heard her voice.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, when she was led to be put to death, the Lord raised up the Holy Spirit of a young youth.
Of a young who?
Youth.
A young
That's
youth.
right.
Here we go. The Most High use you if you willing. The Most High use you. He don't care what age you is. He'll use you in your youth. He rose up a young youth whose name was what?
Daniel.
Whose name was Daniel. So this Daniel the prophet when he was a youth. Go ahead.
Who cried with a loud voice, I am clear from the blood of this woman.
You see that? So as a youth, you cannot be scared to stand on it, bro. You can't be scared to stay even when you see everybody else going off. You know what I'm saying? Stand on what you believe in. People gonna respect you more. They're gonna respect you more for that. Go ahead.
Verse 47.
Yeah.
Then all the people turned them towards him and said, what mean these words that thou hast spoken? So he standing in the midst of them said, are ye such fools, ye sons of Israel, that without examination or knowledge of the truth ye have commended a daughter of Israel?
Yeah, so he was like, look, without examination, y'all didn't condemn this woman. Y'all didn't search the matter. He said, y'all fools for that. Go ahead.
Return again to the place of judgment.
Ooh,
for they have borne false witness against her.
Ooh, that spirit on Daniel. Now somebody about to get showed up. Go ahead.
Wherefore all the people turned again in haste. And the elder said unto him, come sit down among us and show it us, seeing God has given thee the honor of an elder.
You see that? If you a youth and you serious about this, man, the Most High give you, people respect you like you was an elder when you come around. They ain't gonna be looking at you like, oh, here come this young nigga. Here come this little young dumb nigga right here. You know how they look at us nowadays?
Yeah.
No, when you come around, people gonna be like, man, that brother may be young, but man, that brother got some wisdom on him. Nah, you ain't gonna be able to just, he ain't here to rob nobody now. He ain't gonna be able to get none of that off while he here.
So they ain't asked about Kirk being 30.
Nah, they ain't asked him nothing about being 30.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
51.
Yeah.
Then said Daniel to them, put these two aside, one far from another.
Yeah.
And I will examine them. So when they were put asunder one from another, he called one of them and said unto them, O thou that are waxing old and wicked.
You see that? Again, we looking at a man that did not gather instruction in his youth. So he waxed old in his wickedness. And now look where it landed him, y'all. It's finna get his head hit. Like literally, finna get his head hit. Go ahead.
Now thy sins which thou hast committed aforetime are come to light.
Ooh, see, all them times you was lusting, committing adultery, fornicating, and didn't nothing happen to you, just know one day it's gonna come to a head, bro. Your lust is gonna land you in the spot where you do not want to be. Go ahead.
For thou hast pronounced false judgment and hast condemned the innocent and hast let the guilty go free.
Yeah.
Howbeit, the Lord said, the innocent and righteous shall thou not slay.
Yeah.
Now then, if thou have seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them company together? Who answered under the message tree?
Now, this is a youth doing this. You know what I'm saying? You see the same technique on First 48. A couple of people get caught doing the crime. Guess what? They take them all one apart. You come in here first. They sit in that hot seat.
That's right.
It's the same thing Daniel doing. He like, you know what? Come over here. All right, when you saw him, what tree was they under? He gave his answer. Now, all right, you gone. Come over here. He finna ask him the same questions. Go ahead.
54.
Yeah.
Now then, if thou have seen her, tell me, under what tree sawest thou them company together? Who answered under a message tree? And Daniel said, very well, thou hast lied against thy own head. For even now the angels of God has received the sentence of God to cut thee in two.
Oh my goodness.
So
go ahead,
go ahead, bro.
He said you didn't lie. He said, so now the angel of God is standing here waiting to cut you in twain. This for lusting and lying. Go ahead.
So he put him aside and commanded to bring the other, and said unto him, O thou seed of Canaan,
Yeah.
and not of Judah, beauty has deceived thee.
Oh, what has deceived thee?
Beauty.
You see that? Go ahead.
And lust had perverted thine heart.
Yeah, when you don't rebuke that lust, it's gonna pervert your mind. You ain't gonna be able to think about nothing but sex. See, you don't want to be out here vibrating that low when all you thinking about is that. Like you vibrating on a very low level when that's all you can think about now. Right? Go ahead. Your heart is perverted. Go ahead.
Thus have ye dealt with the daughter of Israel, and they for fear company with you, but the daughter of Judah would not abide your wickedness.
That's right. Go ahead. 58.
Now therefore tell me, under what tree did thou take the company together? Who answered, under a holm tree. Then said Daniel to him, well, thou hast also lied against thy own head. For the angel of God waited with the sword to cut thee in two.
Oh, so this is youth telling these elders what they got coming. The Most High moved on the spirit of a youth to administer righteous judgment. It goes to show you, man, the Most High use you while you're young. Don't think because you're not a certain age, it's the age of accountability, or you ain't 30 as some brothers teach that he won't use you. Yes, he will.
Yes, he will.
Go ahead.
That he may destroy you. 60 with that, all the assembly cried out with a loud voice.
Yeah.
And praised God, who saveth them that trust in him.
Verse 64, skip down to
verse 64.
Yeah.
From that day forth was Daniel had in great reputation in the sight of the people.
All right, so that was one of the stories. I was gonna do that with 1 Samuel 17 and another one with Caleb and them going to spy out the land. But right here, I want to read a little bit of this testament of Reuben. If anybody know the testament of the 12 patriarchs, is a real good read. It's basically about all the sons of Jacob giving their sons their last words before they passed on, basically, right? This is one of my favorite reads, the Testament of the 12 Patriarchs. This one is the Testament of Reuben. I'm gonna read a little bit of this, y'all, and it's about sexual promiscuity. I think I'm saying that right. And a little bit about wine is up in here too. But I'm gonna read a little bit of this. This is Testament of Reuben, chapter 2. It says, "And now give heed to me, my children, concerning the things which I saw during my time of penitence." Now, I'm gonna skip up chapter 1. A copy of the Testament of Reuben, the things which he commanded to his sons before he died in the 125th year of his life, 2 years after the death of Joseph. His brother Reuben became sick, and they gathered to watch, they gathered to watch over him, his sons and his sons' sons, and he said to them, "My children, behold, I am dying, and I am going the way of my fathers." When he saw Judah and Gad and Asher his brother, there he said to them, "Raise me up so that I can tell my brothers and my children the things that I have hidden in my heart. For behold, I am departing from you now." And when he was raised up, he kissed them and said to them, "Listen, my brothers and my sons, give heed to the things which I, Reuben, your father, command you. See, here I call the God of heaven to bring witness to you this day, so that you will not behave yourselves in the ignorant ways of youth and sexual promiscuity, in which I indulged myself and defiled the marriage bed of my father Jacob. But I tell you, he struck me with a severe wound in my loins for 7 months." Y'all see that? Reuben said, for doing what I did, sleeping with my father, what is it, his handmaid Bilhah? He said he smote me in the loins for 7 months. I don't want that. I don't want that. But for 5 minutes, I don't want that. 7 months? Woo, he says for 7 months. What was I? Okay, here we go. He struck me with a severe wound in my loins for 7 months. And if my father Jacob had not prayed to the Lord in my behalf, the Lord would have destroyed me. See, that's what I was saying. The prayers for our children are very powerful. It says, for I was 30 years old when I committed this evil deed in the sight of the Lord. And for 7 months, I was invalid on the brink of death. After this, with determination of soul, for 7 years, I repented before the Lord. See, that's what I was telling y'all earlier. You get a sexually transmitted demon on you, bro. One day of fasting and praying is not gonna get that up off. You see what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do some real repenting for that. It says that's why Paul said the body is not for fornication. One who sins by this way, by fornication, sin against his own body. So it's like the sin of fornication and sexual immorality affects the body in different ways than other sins do, y'all. Like you can't get a soul tie from stealing. You see what I'm saying? But you definitely can from being sexually immoral. It says for I was 30 years old when I committed this evil deed. For 7 months I was invalid on the brink of death. After this, with determination of soul, for 7 years I repented before the Lord. I did not drink wine or liquor. Meat did not enter into my mouth. So he disciplined himself. It says, I did not eat any pleasurable food. Rather, I was in mourning over my sins since it was so great. Never had anything like it been done in Israel. I'm going to read this last part, y'all, and it's going to be it. It says, do not devote your attention to the beauty of a woman, my children, nor occupy your mind with their activities, but live in integrity of heart in the fear of Yahweh, and weary yourself in good deeds and learning and intending to your flocks until the Lord gives you the mate whom he wills, so that you do not suffer as I did. For until my father's death, I never had the courage to look him in the face or speak to any of my brethren because of my disgraceful act. Even until now, my conscience harassed me because of my impious act. Boy, I felt that. And yet my father consoled me greatly and prayed to the Lord on my behalf so that the Lord's anger would pass me by, which is just how the Lord treated me. From that time until now, I have kept a careful watch and have not sinned. So then, my children, observe all the things that I command you and do not sin. For the sin of promiscuity is the pitfall of life, separating man from God and leading on towards idolatry. Do y'all hear that? What you gonna be idolizing? We already know what it is. You see, he said that leads to idolatry, all right? It says, because it is the deceiver of the mind and perceptions and to your senses. You see, he said that's a deceiver to your senses. Wow. And leads youth down to hell before their time. For promiscuity have destroyed many. Whether a man is old, well born, rich, or poor, he brings on himself disgrace among mankind and provides Beliar with an opportunity to cause him to stumble. You heard how Joseph protected himself from a woman and purified his mind from all promiscuity. He found favor before God and men. For the Egyptian woman did many things to him, summoned magicians, bought potions for him, but his soul's deliberation rejected evil desire. For this reason, the God of our fathers rescued him from every visible or hidden death. For if promiscuity does not triumph over your reason, then neither can Beliar conquer you. That's the lesson.
All praise
Childhood and youth are vanity. All praise to the Most High.
Brother was asking a question. I'm gonna say it real quick. If y'all don't know who Beliar is, that's Satan's #1 boy when he put him on you.
That's his top demon. Like that's his top hitter. That's his right hand man.
So when he was having a meeting with the Prince of Dubai and the other prince that's over Michigan,
Yeah.
There you go.
they ain't even known him, so he over all Michigan.
Yeah. That's his head guy.
So,
What's wrong?
That promiscuity get you in a situation where you really ain't hard to get out of it.
Yeah, and that's probably why them lust demons so hard to break, because he got his top hit on your head for that. See, but yeah, that was the lesson though. Tell me you got vanity. All praise.
I know we ran a little bit long today. I don't know if you have any questions. Anybody got any questions this afternoon? We'll take them after we get offline because we ran a little bit long today. So if you got any questions, come up and talk to any of the elders or the teachers after class. Brother, what you got any announcements? Oh, no. So we ain't got no announcements. We do have the donation box over here. We want to do that after class and come up and drop the donations in. What do we have a financial report next week? We're doing a month.
We're doing the quarter.
Doing quarters? Okay. All right. So, but if you want to know, Brother Water, he can tell you what's going on with that anytime you want to know that. All right. So then we're going to stay in the face of the rules. We're going to close out, y'all.
And Samuel Pauls, if you still on this chat, Hebrew, Samuel Pauls, if you still on this chat, he had a question. He was like, what's something we dealt with before? He said Isaiah 42 and 8, Isaiah 44 and 24, Isaiah 45 and 5 says the Most High is alone. So if he was alone, how did he have a son? We didn't deal with that before. We got lessons on the channel, Hebrew. Go back and look at it. I believe the name of it was addressing the non-messianic mumbo jumbo. We got types and shadows of Christ on the channel. Yeah, go check that out. We addressed it in a few of our lessons actually, but we about to get off this live, y'all. Shalom.
Close out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let's close. I'll close it out.
We'll read Ecclesiastes 12, 13, and 14.
Yeah.
Verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. God shall bring every work into judgment, whether it be secret thing, whether it be good, or whether it be evil. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. Amen.
Hallelujah.
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 Praise the mighty Yah.
Praise the mighty Yah. All right, now we about to close this down. Young sisters, don't think y'all off the hook. I got one for y'all too.
Hey, y'all remember